Hi Aquarius, this is Jess with your March 2020 general reading. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, job isn't working, or it is something untraditional, unconventional happening at the workplace. Some of you may have gotten some good news followed by some not so great news where it may have turned you off or turned you out. Some of you, there could be arguments. Hopefully it didn't come to a fight, but definitely a fallout. And I do see some of you going silent, okay, or dormant. Now, we know that that is obviously happening with a lot of people now, that they have to work from home, or they're being furloughed or laid off and that sort of thing. This could be the case for some of you. They will be contacting you. So if it was a absolute no, I do feel like someone's going to come back if you've been putting your resumes out there. If you haven't seen a job, also if you had this fallout, you had this argument, and possibly you were suspended. For some of you, they're going to be calling you and letting you know what the next steps are going to be. If you've been temporarily stayed, like you have to stay away for a while, you'll be hearing from them shortly. I get the end of this week, if not the first thing in the next week. Could be any time this week though. So someone's coming back. You probably already know that. They do have a good offer for you. So I'm seeing this card show up for everyone so far. Everyone. I've only done one of the reading. But I do feel like this has a lot to do with the stimulus package, as well as some new information that perhaps your job, your company now has, and now they know how to move forward. But some of you have to say that you're not going to stay with this company. You're not staying there. You're actually going to cut it loose, and you're moving forward. Some of you are going to start your own business, or you may focus now on your own business. Okay. There may be a new, and as I was telling Capricorn, the same thing, and some of you may already have Capricorn in your chart. If that is the case, you will find some way to make money. Again, money just may come to you, be given to you. And that's, again, what has been the news, right? There's a certain amount of monies that people will get to some extent. So I'm not surprised to see this card falling in the same spot for you being the second sign. I feel for some of you, you're going to be smart with this money, or you're going to be smart with this new way of doing things as far as making money, whether it be go back to your job. You may find that you're able to do a different sort of job, do different kind of work, or find another stream of income. Some of you are realizing that you don't want to just be stuck in the box. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. So the wheels are spinning, and this is going to be a good time. Some of you may even start to do like DoorDash, Uber Eats, something when it has to do, with transportation. Being out in the field is what I get. And the field work could be anything where you're out in the street, basically. So good news is coming up after there has been harsh words, arguments, or even a fallout, and people having to kind of go their separate ways and cool down, cool their jets is what it looks like to me. Home life looks pretty good, even though some of you may not, if you have people around you, you may not be very intimate, very active in that sort of way. You may be a little bit distant or at a distance from your mate, or just be distant from each other is what it looks like to me. And it looks like someone is leaving your home. It could be like you know about it. It's coming up. We know that at this point, once everything is said and done, you're leaving, I'm leaving, they're leaving, someone's leaving. There's going to be a leaving, and perhaps someone already told you that. Well, I'm going to be leaving such and such and such. And it may not happen for another year or so, but someone is looking to leave. So Aquarius, get comfortable with that. You may not even hear this message. You may not even have heard it from anyone at this time, but it's coming up. It's karmic. So if you live with more than just you, someone perhaps, for some of you at least, will be leaving. Okay. And I do feel like it's going to take you for a loop a little bit. It's not going to be something that you really want to deal with, or it may bring up some energy that may make you feel a little bit disappointed, disheartened to hear coming from an individual that they don't want this anymore, whatever this is. But, nevertheless, I do feel like for some of you, that is going to be the case. Now, I have to say, Money is a bit tricky, and so be very conservative. Feeling like you can do anything about it until you hear otherwise is also going to be a bit of a challenge. And also being happy with what you're hearing. It seems like right now, speaking in present time energy, that some of you are not hearing what you want to hear. And just when you thought everything was okay, it turns out to be not so great. And that is going to make you a bit angry, frustrated, and not so happy about the situation. Just try to be controlling in how you're handling this, right? Because again, we're in this ebb and flow, and it's more of an ebb and flow than usual. Things don't stay the way that it is. It's like a day-to-day process. And so you don't want to say or do anything that you least regret. And because again, it looks like it's going to be all good down the line for some of you. So try to, if I'm speaking to you on the, prior to side, try to control yourself. And if you've already done something, it looks like you're going to be able to fix it down the line. Single Aquarius says, let's get into love. Single Aquarius says, well, it looks like someone just fell out of the sky and into your lap. Could be quite literal. I see. Now, it's that type of thing where the cards that you should see for couples, you're seeing it for singles. So that's kind of interesting. Well, it's interesting to me. You guys aren't here with me. But it looks like there's an offer on the table. And it seems like there could have been someone from your past and you guys are reconciling. Because this is a disaster that's actually been avoided. So maybe someone that you already know. For some of you, it could be new. But this person came in at the right time, or you them. And it looks like you guys are really making traction. Now, I have to say, your past, if there is a past, isn't over and said and done with you. So you may have someone that you're no longer with, you've moved on from, that still needs closure, right, from you directly. I don't know if any of you are interested in giving that to them. You may not even be paying them much attention. That's typically what happens when you've moved on and you're starting to really get into another person. You're not conscious, or you're not sympathetic to another person's needs in that moment. So some of you may not be completely aware that someone is longing for you and you've kind of moved on. This could be vice versa as well. That being said, I do feel for those of you who are single, who hasn't had someone just fall out of the sky, getting out there if you can, meeting new people. Sometimes it could be all digitally for some of you, will garner meeting people. You're going to meet someone. Now just be very careful, because I do see a couple of people here. Someone is probably not worth your time, effort, or energy, but you do have someone here who is very much willing to commit, ready to commit. And how do you know the difference? Well, you have someone here who has all of the typical player tactics, right? They're a player, playerette, whoever, man or female, but someone who's just not able to commit, and they may tell you that, if not show you that right off the bat. They can't even keep, if they say, I'm going to call you at 8 o'clock, they don't even call you at 8 o'clock. They don't even call you at 10 o'clock. They don't call until a day or 2-3 days later. You don't need to waste your time with inconsistencies, especially at the very beginning. I mean, are you serious? But you have someone else who is very committed. And if they say something, they're going to do it. Now, they're not going to crowd you. This is someone who is more interested in being a friend. They like to take it slow. This is what they like to do. They're very established as an individual. They even can be, it doesn't matter the age, but they are more mature. So it's very obvious in the way that one operates over the other that you know who I'm speaking to. And so for some of you, it's like you may be entertaining one and you quickly go to the next person, go to the other person, is what it looks like to me. Singles, it looks amazing if you're kind of getting yourself out there and opening yourself up a little bit to people, because it looks like something literally is meant for you to come into your life, or you're meant to come into someone's life. You're a wish come true for them. Couple Aquariuses, well, I have to say, you guys have been working on something. At least you want to work on it. Your person, not so sure. You may have gotten some news that you was not too ready to hear. Is what it looks like. Now, I have to tell you, for some of you Aquariuses, everyone, it's almost like people are playing nice. I'm going to be very interested to see what the energies are saying once everything goes back to quote unquote normal, right? When things go back to normal and everyone can roam about and do whatever they want to do again, it's going to be very interesting to see who remains as close as they have to be now, and who jumps ship. Because for some of you, I do see niceties, like being nice to each other and everything. But behind the scenes, everyone kind of has their deep feelings. And for some of you, it's really this person who is kind of either pulling back from you. For some of you, you may have two people. You're committed to one, but you're dealing with someone on the side, or there's someone who's coming back, or someone who won't let you go, or someone who won't give in and won't just walk away. Be careful. Be very careful, because if you live with your person, if you're stepping out on them, it looks like this may come to an end. So you will be heartbroken, Aquarius. So please be careful with, I feel, testing the waters with another person. Even if you feel bored, like we've done this how many times, you're going to learn to long for that if you find yourself single, for some of you. And this could go vice versa. So before you say this is not you, it could very well not be. I do feel like there has been a fallout, an argument, because someone is either accusing someone or has found something out. Okay. And so that brings the situation to some of you. It's not two people. It could be one person who, in all intents and purposes, you're committed. They're committed to you. But now all of a sudden they want to be a player. They want to step out a little bit. They want to go back to their old tricks. And this person may have said to you, I don't want to live together. I don't want to be committed. It's something about a traditional, conventional way of being that this person may say to you now, they don't want that. They're not really interested in that. And it's going to really hit you by surprise. Some of you may have felt it. Some of you may already be at a process of breakup with your person, and maybe there's this final, like it's a finite with you and your person. And for some of you, if it is a finite, then you will move forward. Some of you will be shocked, and what you're going to be so hurt about is that this person seemingly moved on like without a beat, as if they don't care. And so it makes you question, like, did you ever care as much as you just moved on? You have a narcissist. They're not capable of caring. So it's probably not you, it's them. But I have to say, Aquarius, if you have this person that you feel is, non-committal, incapable of committing, and very self-focused, very selfish type of an individual, and can be very manipulating at times. I can't tell you not to hurt, because hurt is hurt. You can't control you. You can allow the pain to mend as time goes on, right? But when you're hurt, you're hurt. So, but there is someone else that I do feel may just be a friend, may just be someone that you speak to now and again, that I feel in time will be the difference if you're at a place of disconnect with your person. And that's kind of what I'm saying. You're not, something about this relationship, you Aquarius, is that's about to change if it hasn't already, but it's almost like more of a finality in this is coming. Okay. And also I feel like you're seeing someone's true self. Okay. And it could come in a crisis time. It can come in a time where it's like, okay, I didn't expect this to happen. And I have to tell you, Aquarius, just like I was telling the collective, for some of you who are living with your mate, it is karmically divine. At a specific time, someone's walking away from this relationship, okay? And for all of you, it'll be different, obviously. This is not going to touch everyone, but for those of you who I'm speaking to, you know it. It's something you kind of know, because someone is very intuitive here. Someone can feel. They just keep it to themselves. They don't say anything, but they know. They know what they know. They know what they feel. What makes the situation so sad is that there was a lot of love between the two of you, and there's something about a family. So there could be children involved, or their family, they know your family. But I feel like, again, there is some kind of a person, could be friend, could be someone that you know, who really truly, and I feel that for some of you, you just have to watch someone's steps, because it looks like someone is going to really show you who they are. They really are. Now, again, like I said, this can go vice versa, but there's someone who's really going to show you who they are, is what it looks like to me. I'm trying to see through you here. And I feel like if if it's something you don't know and you're trying to get the answers to it, they may not have come out to you from them, but it's something where it's like it's bigger than you. Right? It's bigger than them. It has to happen. So if you don't know something now, you're going to know it down the line when it's divinely timed, because, excuse me, it's something about you and this person that has to go to the next stage, whether it be together or apart. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship. We're going to look exactly at this person and their feelings for you. How do they feel? What do they want? How do they see you? What is their challenge? What secrets are they keeping? What are they not telling you? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? And what's going to happen between the two of you now and in the future? How's it all going to play out? And will this work? We're also going to look at you Aquarius singles down the line and see what's going to happen with you with love. Looks really good for you Aquarius singles. I would just take it slow because there may be something that you find out about even this union, single Aquariuses, that may be a game changer is what it looks like to me. That being said, if you would like something personal, click the link to my website. You can set something up for yourself. If you want to chat, do so in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.